I think he said so was Jesus. He said something like that. All right. So they knew about the prophets. They knew about the Israelites that were on this side of the world. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, we got a book at our campus called Lost Tribes and Promised Lands by Ronald Sanders, and his book is like a collection of articles just depicting that the so-called Indians were really Israelites along with the Latin tribes.
Yeah, our people, okay? Yeah. They're one of the tribes in Israel.
That's right.
This is page 77. It says, all his life, Columbus' ideas about geography were permitted with a particular religious mysticism. He kept a book of prophecies, which is Bible.
It's total bullshit that he had lost, okay? And he had lost. So he kept a book of prophecies.
And you knew that the world was round also.
Yep. Yeah. Which is also in the scriptures.
In which he had collected quotations mostly from the Bible, often those dealing with islands afar off, meaning America. He knew about the land of America over here, which is the land of the so-called Indians, or the Latin tribes, which are the nation of Israel. Let's go to the next one. A striking element in Columbus' geographical religiously is his intense and abiding interest in the fourth or second book of Ezra. You know that in the brother mentioned about that Christopher Columbus knew about the book of Ezra.
Yeah, in the movie called 1492.
Conquest of Paradise. Conquest of Paradise is called.
I mean, you can look up the movie 1492 and it'll come up. It was a movie made in the 90s, I believe.
The two apocryphal books of Ezra purport to additional writings by the Old Testament Ezra.
That's right. So there's a proof on that. So we ain't just making this up, all right? They knew about this side of the world. They knew that the Native American Indians, the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the Seminole Indians, they knew that they were God's chosen people. All right?
In the upper echelon, the people in the know, like the kings and queens and the main scribes, you know, I'm talking about just the average everyday peasant. They knew that the earth was circle because they knew certain scriptures. There's a scripture that proves that. This book was written before 1492.
Right.
Isaiah 40 and 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth. Right there it shows you that the earth is circular.
Round, right, circular.
It's round, yeah. And the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers that stretch out the heavens as the curtains and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. Okay? So the Most High is the one that sits in the circle of the earth. Okay? So it tells you right there that the earth is round. Okay? Right. So that's a myth. That's something that the devil used to bewitch people, to lie to them. Okay?
Right.
To tell you that the earth is flat.
Right, to keep them from wandering away, to keep them controlled.
Exactly. Yeah, keep them under control.
Right.
Keep them ignorant.
Yeah. Got some more out there?
Just real quick. This is page 79. We'll go straight to the point. If Columbus did indeed glimpse himself in the role of the man from the sea, then Ezra's identification of the peaceable multitude takes on special significance. 2nd Ezra 13 verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Shalmaneser the king of Assyria led away captive.
So this is what Christopher Columbus had as references to who the people that he would encounter on the western hemisphere were. He wasn't sailing blindly in the ocean. Okay, right. He was a cartographer, right? I mean, he's an expert of maps.
Yeah, he was a so-called Jew.
And he was a Jesuit.
He's a cartographer. I mean, he's the expert of maps. So how could you make a major mistake like that if you're a master cartographer?
Right.
Okay. You need a master map maker, reader.
And then also he had Hebrew interpreters when he came over to the shores of America.
Exactly. Yeah, Hebrew interpreters. And another thing that proved that the Israelites are the tribes here that were already here in America before the so-called white man got here, the Native Americans, the
Seminoles,
the so-called Mexicans. There's a stone, a Hebrew stone called the Los Lunos stone, and it's all in Paleo Hebrew. Okay, it's all Paleo Hebrew, and that predates the so-called white man. And it's written in Hebrew. Okay, so who wrote that? The Native Americans, tribe of Gad. It proves that they're Israelites. Okay, that they're from the Middle East. Okay? Alright? So Hebrew was here before the so-called white man got here. Actual Hebrew. Okay?
Yeah.
I think I have a picture of that in my bag.
Yeah, I do. And also too, like, to add on to what the brother was saying, they were digging up these Native American graves and they were finding Hebrew inscripted coins inside of them. Now, why would they be finding that? All right, because guess what? The Native Americans, the Seminoles, the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, all the Northern Kingdom tribes, guess what? That's who those people are today, the Native Americans, the Seminoles, okay? And they're part of God's chosen people, right?
Well, it's not in color, I don't have no color name, but that's the Lost Lunar Stone. Can you see it?
There we go.
Lost Lunar Stone. That's in Hebrew. That predates the so-called white man, okay? It predates Christopher Columbus. Alright? So the people that were over here, they were speaking Hebrew. And as the years went on, they started to develop a different dialect.
Yeah, right.
Okay? That's why when you read the stone, it's not everything, all the characters aren't perfect. Okay? So they started to lose their identity. What is it? Jeremiah 17 and 4?
Yep.
It says that Israel was going to discontinue from the heritage. Okay? That's why all the characters aren't perfect. But the so-called white man deciphered this, and they can tell that it is actual Hebrew from the Middle East. Okay? This proves that the people that were here before so-called white man came here were speaking Hebrew. And it was prophesied in 2nd Ezra 13th chapter that the Israelites were going to sail over here, the 10 tribes.
Why would they be speaking Hebrew if they weren't Israelites? All right. Because when the Spaniards came over, what were they speaking? Spanish. They weren't speaking Hebrew. So why would the Indians be speaking Hebrew?
Yeah, they brought a Hebrew interpreter with them.
Exactly. Because they knew that we were the lost tribes and nation of Israel. What's that paper? I don't know whose that was.
This is in the book of James Adair, the history of the American Indians. This is on page 37. The Indian language and dialects appear to have the very idiom and genius of the Hebrew. You see that? So basically, the Latin tribes, which were the other 10 tribes, they knew Hebrew because they were the Hebrew Israelites. You know?
Say it again.
This is page 37 of James Adair. The Indian language and dialects appear to have the very idiom and genius of the Hebrew.
Okay, so right there, it tells you that the Native Americans, their language was Hebrew. They had the likeness of Hebrew. Okay?
The brother just brought out
Los Lunos.
The Los Lunos, which is like a rock where they had like the Hebrew inscriptions on it. The so-called Jews ain't do that. They wasn't over here, you know?
What's the scripture about the bones? That Ezekiel 8, archaeology, we'll bring the bones of Judah. What's that? Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? So the reason why we know all these things is because we were all seeking for the Lord at one time. Okay? We wouldn't know none of this, that we were the real Israelites, that the Native Americans were actually the Israelites, if we didn't have wisdom and knowledge, if we wasn't seeking for the Lord. Okay? And it said the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So when the so-called white man tries to pronounce martial law, tries to lock us up for basically calling white man the devil, when the so-called white man takes away free speech, takes away the benefits that we get, takes away our jobs, the wisdom and knowledge that we have is going to be our stability. What we know and our faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to deliver us. But ultimately, we have to be part of the elect. Alright? But we're doing everything that the elect would do. Okay? So we're most likely the elect. But we hope that we're the elect.
Right,
okay?
we pray. This is Revelations 12 and 16. In Revelations 12 and 16. And the earth helped the woman. Oh yeah, I'll start from 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman. All right. Now the serpent is talking about who? The so-called white man. All right. Go.
This is part of the flood.
As part of them, yeah. The flood represents what? Lies. Okay. Now it says the serpent. Now the old serpent is referring to what? The spirit of Cain, because the so-called white man has that same spirit that Cain has. Okay. Now it says, and cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman. The woman represents what? Israel. Get Jeremiah 6 and 2. All right, because the woman represents the nation of Israel. The Lord compared us to a delicate and comely woman. All right. Hey, look at it's that comedian that retard from Comedy Central. You know that dumbass. I can't think of that dumbass's name.
John Stewart, so-called Jew, right?
Yeah. And Stephen Colbert, I think, too. Yeah. Go ahead. No. Let me finish this. Oh, no. Go ahead. Bring that out.
Jeremiah 6 verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
That's right. So that proves what we're saying, okay? That's why.
Yeah, and we're married to the we're married to Yahweh.
Exactly.
So-called the Lord, the Most High. We're married to him. Okay? The Lord doesn't believe in divorce. The only thing he's doing right now, he's turning our back on us for a little while. Okay? Hosea 1 and 10. Hosea, the first chapter. Tells you that he turns back on us, that we want one of these people. But then the place where it was said that you are not my people, there it should be said that you are the sons of the living power. That's right. In the 10th verse. Okay? And that's what the Lord does to Israel. Okay? But the other nations were never the Most High's people anyway. The other nations were never the Yahweh Shai's or Jesus Christ's people anyway. Okay? So his back was always turned on. Only time the Most High went to the other nations was when we messed up so he could send the other nations on us. Okay? That's it. Beyond using the other nations for punishment for Israel, he don't give a damn about it. Okay? He just used the other nations as a sword. Okay? To correct us. Okay? Like in the book of the Judges, you know? If you read the book of the Judges, you'll see Israel, they was right. It was good. They was righteous. Then they went off worshiping idols. The Philistines and the Moabites and the Zidonites. And then the Lord would send one of those nations, gods that we were actually worshiping against Israel. Okay? And then Israel would cry to Yahweh, and then the Most High would raise up a judge to deliver Israel out of the other nations' hands. Okay?
Like Moses. Moses is a prime example. All right? Joshua even, because when Moses passed away, it got passed off to Joshua. Right? And the Lord specifically commanded Joshua to take out all the African tribes.